the day. When we look through the biblical history, God's redemptive plan, God has given us examples of the last day, the great and terrible day of the Lord, throughout the Holy Word. There was a time 4,000, 5,000 years ago, when God visited judgment upon the whole of the creation, upon all flesh, birds, four-footed animals, creeping things, and man themselves perished under the judgment of God. And the Bible says the earth was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth and saw indeed that the world was corrupt, and all flesh had corrupted itself before God. And God said to a man called Noah, I will destroy all flesh from the earth, for the earth is filled with violence through them. The Bible tells us that there was a time in history when God removed man from this earth for the violence that the world was under through man, and that all flesh, all mankind had corrupted itself in its nature, in its thoughts, in all of its deeds. The Bible says that the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination and thought of man's hearts was only evil continually. And the Lord was sorry that he had made man on the earth, and he was grieved to his heart. This time when God removed mankind from the earth, God has made it clear that every imagination of man's thoughts, man's mind was debased. When we look to the artwork of 200 years ago, 300 years ago, we can see innocence and beauty. We can see true, what we would call art, and look upon it with wonder. When we look at the art of this world in this day and time in which we live, it is corrupt, it is perverse. When we look at film